Hello friends, welcome back to another MSc SQL class, and in this class we are going to learn about foreign key. Now a foreign key is basically used to establish relationship between two tables. Alright, like in this table, if you remember emp2 underscore 2 EID, I had set it as my primary key. Now if there is another table, and in that table also I place this EID column along with its values, and there I basically place my EID as a foreign key, then that can be used to establish relationship between that table and between this table. The table in which we have the primary key is known as the parent table, and the table in which we have the foreign key is known as the child table. So let us try it. Alter. Now before that, let us select asterisk from emp underscore inc. Emp underscore inc, if you look into the left hand side, with this table we had worked previously also. That same table we are only using here. Select asterisk from emp underscore inc. If you remember, in the previous class we had used, in the previous classes we had used this particular table. And how many entries we had here? 79. And here also we have EID, department, designation, salary. EID stands for the employee ID of all the employees. All right. And so here we have EID, and in the original and in the other table, select asterisk from emp2 underscore 2. If you run it together, you can run it together also. See what is the common thing. Now in this particular table, that is emp2 underscore 2, we had EID, which we had set as our primary key. And then if you move to the second table, here also we have this column EID for this second table, that is for emp underscore inc. So this EID column is common for both the tables. The only thing is that in this EID column for this particular table emp2 underscore 2, we have 137 rows. All right, 137 rows up to I1140. And for this particular table emp underscore inc, how many records we have got? We have got altogether 79 rows, 79 records. That means there are many employee IDs which are not mentioned here. So like in this particular table, here we have got the records of 137 employees, and in this particular table we have the records of 79 employees. So 58 employees records are not there in this table. It has been kept, say, intentionally, like not required for all the 137 employees. They're keeping records of 79 employees. So 59 employees records have not been inserted here. All right. Now, as because EID column of this table I had set it as primary key, so this table will be my parent table, because EID here I have set it as the primary key. And for this second table here, I will use this EID as the foreign key. Through this we can establish relationship between the two tables. And as because here I am going to set EID as my foreign key for this table, so this table, that is emp underscore inc, will be my child table, and this table emp2 underscore 2 will be my parent table. So how to do it? Let us see. Alter table emp underscore inc. So I'm altering my table emp underscore inc. Why? Because I'm going to add a foreign key constraint here. How? Add constraint fk01. I'm giving the name of the foreign key constraint, and it is foreign key EID. It should be foreign key EID, and references the parent table. Parent table is emp2 underscore 2, and you have to refer it to the primary key. What is the primary key of emp2 underscore 2? It is EID. Now if you see, these two columns are same for both the tables. That is, for this particular table where I'm going to make this alteration, there the EID, I'm setting it up as my foreign key, and it will basically refer to this table emp2_2 and refer to what? It will refer to the EID of this table emp2_2, where I had set this EID as my primary key. So in whichever table I have set my any column as my primary key column, that table will be my parent table, which is emp2_2, and the table where I'm going to basically set up any column as my foreign key, that particular table will be my child table. All right. Now how to manipulate this? You have to first run it. After running, you can go to this dbo emp_inc and expand it, go to the keys, and the fk01 foreign key has been created. Here I am creating this foreign key constraint in the emp_inc table on the EID column, because EID column is common for both this parent table is emp_inc, emp2_2 is my parent table, and emp_inc is my child table. Now suppose I want to insert a record, that is, I want to give salary to a person, but that person does not exist. If you look into this line number 52, you run it, select asterisk from emp2_2, you see up to employee ID I1140 we have. Employee ID I1141, does it exist? It does not. That means there is no employee. There is no employee with the employee ID of I1141. But suppose I want to, insert into this child table emp_inc values, like if you want to see it, EID, that is values for I1141, then give the department as say admin, then give the value for designation, which is say manager, then give some salary, say 100,000. All right. Now what's going to happen is that in this parent table, that is emp2_2, we have no employee with ID of I1141. We have up to I1140, and into this child table emp_inc, I'm trying to insert a record where an employee has got this employee ID I1141, but there is no employee. So how can you give salary to an employee who does not exist? So that is what the foreign key EID, it will basically match up. The foreign key EID of this child table, it will match with the EID of the parent table emp2_2, and will check if this ID, if this employee ID exists or not. If it does not exist in the parent table, that is emp2_2, then this particular record won't be inserted in the child table, which is emp_inc. So try to run it, it must give error. The insert statement conflicted with the foreign key constraint fk01. All right, and why did it conflict? Why the error came? Because there is no employee with this EID I1141 in the parent table, and this is what the foreign key EID of the child table emp_inc will try to match. It will look into the parent table emp2_2 under the EID column, which is there the primary key for the parent table, and it will look for any record with employee ID I1141. I1141, if it exists, then this record will be inserted. If it does not exist, this record won't be inserted. As because I1141 does not exist in the parent table emp2_2, that means there is no employee with this kind of an ID in the organization, and as because this value is not there in the parent table, which is checked by this foreign key when it refers to the primary key, then this particular record won't be inserted. That's where the error came. Now let us say again I try to see some records, execute. Now see, for this child table employee ID I1140, there is no record for the employee ID I1140, no department, no designation, no salary. Now if you go to the parent table and execute it and come down, then you will see that okay, I do have an employee with this employee ID I1140, but there is no record of this employee in this child table, that is employee income table. So what I can do is here copy it and try to insert. Now insert into emp_inc, where emp_inc is my child table, and here I am trying to insert the record for this employee ID I1141, and department is admin, designation is manager, salary is 1 lakh. Okay, I1141 does not exist in the parent table. So I1140, yes, it does exist in the parent table. So this EID, which is the foreign key of this child table emp_inc, it will match up with the primary key EID of the parent table emp2_2 and will match this particular value I1140, whether it exists in the parent table or not. It will see that yes, it exists, so it will permit the entry of this entire record into this child table emp_inc. So let us see, try to insert it. One row affected. Now if you want to see it, execute, and here we go. And yes, now basically the record of this particular employee has been inserted into the child table, which is my emp_inc, with its department, designation, salary. Previously it was missing, but the employee was there in your actual parent table emp2_2, but there was no record of that particular employee in this child table. Now it has been successfully inserted. This was about foreign key. So hopefully you have liked the video. If you really liked it, then please like, share and subscribe, and we shall meet in the next class. Thank you.